if Moist can beat Vitality in France, in front of a French audience, that would be a legendary moment at the Rocket League scene, and definitely a massive moment for them.
Think of what that, I mean, taking aside the France part of all of this, which is obviously very difficult, imagine Moist win this, what that means for English Rocket League, for that grand finals.
UK Rocket League.
Yeah, now you want to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, you know, you guys want to be UK when you talk about Scrub Killer's championship, when you talk about Marky Duda's championship, Mystic second place.
Those might be the most Scottish human beings I know.
Yeah, just, you know, well, we talk about actual championships. When you talk about being a world champion, Scotland, you know, the UK wants to talk about Scottish players as well. Just want to throw that out there.
Find out whether or not they're UK or English in about, well, 40 minutes time. We do get ourselves started here. Joyo already up the wall, one of the best LAN players that we've ever seen. Untested quantities around him, though.
Oh,
and he's already got up and running. Oli, midfield. Rezi doesn't want to go. Rezi actually probably should have gone.
Yeah, he had a bit of space there. Wasn't sure if Oli was going to go for that ball again. Yeah, Oli's had a couple of LANs last season. Full major LAN, I think, went very well for him. He was very impressive for me. And, you know, they didn't make it past quarterfinal. It was Oxygen alongside Jorius and Archie at the time. But still, overall, I think a good performance from Oli. Of course, the more memorable one, unfortunately for him, though, is the unsuccessful Worlds wildcard run that he had with Atomic and Doritos. So he'll be looking to roll it back to the start of, well, I think pretty much this time last year, roll it back to the start of the season. And that's what the qualifier looked like for Oli. It was an impressive performance there, and it's looking to be an impressive performance so far in Game 1. Vitality being tested early, but still holding the scoreline to 0-0.
Good chance here for the backcourt clear. They have got it. Joya missed the 100 boost in the back corner, so he couldn't actually chase after that. Had to jump back and go to it. Still 0-0. Much like our opening series today. Wait a while for that first goal, but once he got going, it really got going. There goes Zen. He's just found the gap, and he's got the goal.
And of course, it would be Zen at Paris Games Week to open the scoring. Bit of an overcommitment there from Moist. Joyo getting beaten to the ball by Zen. And the open net was a pretty easy one for the young mechanical wizard there. He's sporting his new haircut on the stage. He looks, you know, really different with the short hair, does Zen.
Yes, plenty of that as we are sending over the pictures from Paris Games Week. Looks like everyone's having so much fun over there. It's been great to see.
Are you not having fun in the English broadcast studio, Shogun?
You know I would love to be over there, man. You know I would love to be over there and just living out that environment.
What a controversial statement to say. You'd rather be in the venue with the crowd than where the English broadcast is being brought to you guys from. But no, really, though, we've had such a great time at Flip and Spin and at Paris Games Week qualifiers, and now this weekend as well. Shout out to the production team and the TO for making all of this possible. Yeah, this is it now for the teams. This is where the money is decided. This is where the championship is decided. It's all today. And so far, Vitality are doing what Vitality do. Joyo with a double tap wide. It's actually a pass to Oli, but blocked at the near post. But for all this pressure that Moist are generating, for all these chances they're getting, Vitality are proving to be as organized as ever. Zen is looking as threatening as ever, once again, drawing multiple challenges before he can be stopped.
Yeah, Zen looked a little bit, not necessarily off, but like he was disinterested in the quarterfinals before he lost the game and maybe got shouted out by Fairy Pete, telling him, all right, now figure it out, let's go. Let's play the game that we can't play. Joyo! Well, he snuck that through, hasn't he? And the defender got caught out.
Yeah, Joyo got one last touch on this that I don't think Vitality were ready for. Right there, he got a piece of it.
Radosin's just gone.
Yeah, Radosin probably expected Zen to be making contact there, so he advanced too far forward in the goal, and Joyo's soft touch actually put the ball behind Radosin, who was expecting Zen to get a block on that one.
Oh, they're through, however, and that's already gone. Zen overstrikes it, dips it underneath the crossbar, and that is 2-1.
Good beat by Alpha. Just pure speed there to take Rezi out of the game. Joyo and Oli not rotating straight back to goal meant that they could not contest what was an open net for Vitality. 2-1. Moist have... They've had some threats, they've had some chances. And they're conceding some pretty easy goals as well. That's a big problem that you cannot afford to make against any team at the highest level, but Vitality especially, the highest level team in the world right now.
That does feel like something that we said about an awful lot of recent Moist teams. Great in offense, concede some pretty weak goals. Side, Radosin pops it up, Zen to finish. Hat-trick for Zen.
And it's just too simple. Zen makes it 3. The passing has been spectacular. This time Radosin up to Zen, who knew exactly where Joyo was going with the attempted save. Soft redirect behind him. Essentially secures the game. If Vitality can avoid a kickoff goal against them here, which they do with a lovely back right kickoff towards Alpha 54, they should be able to close the distance, or allow the clock to do so rather, without too many issues. Zen wants a 4th though, of course. They're not happy with 3. They want to give this French crowd as many chances to cheer as possible.
Joyo off the ball. Was that okay from the challenge, but his team need a goal and they need it now. Difficult to come by, although that challenge has actually gone pretty well for them. Zen's back. Maybe against Joyo off the wall, and Zen's already intercepted. Not going to allow Joyo to get anything going. Alpha cuts through the next pass. Vitality look like they are on it today.
Yeah, they've started strong in game 1. Zen actually redirected that on target with a kind of backwards pre-flip shot. Yeah, they had a slow start against top Cougars in the quarterfinal. Vitality, they're not making the same mistake here. I don't think Moist have really started slow like their quarterfinal either.
No.
But when both teams are starting in form, Vitality are the better team historically.
I'm just saying, I've never seen this Moist team win a game 1.
True.
So maybe
or
in the future.
A game 2, actually.
Or a game 2.
If
so,
you look at their one of the result.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we've got to go off at the moment. That's the joy of these new rosters, is that we are learning as you are back home. I mean, this is what Moist are against right now. 3 regionals in a row, 1 Boston Major, and the RLCS World Championship. And also, there was another LAN, not another LAN, there was an online event where we first got to see Zen. The name is eluding me right now, but it's 6 events in a row.
Yeah, they've not lost a pure 3v3 event since Zen has joined. They've won absolutely every 3v3 event they've played, and they've looked pretty untouchable in RLCS the entire time, not squeaking out wins. They really are dominating. Here's Rezi in his LAN debut. And, you know, 2 good players to have alongside him in Joyo and Oli, but they're up against it here. It's not the teammates, it's not the roster for Moist that's the issue, it's these guys, Vitality, who continue to look dominant. This is impressive, because like we've alluded to a few times this Paris Games Weekend flip and spin qualifier. A lot of teams, when they win a World Championship, fall off. A lot of players, when they win a World Championship, they fall off. They lose motivation. They stop playing the game as much as they did previously. But Vitality just keep on winning. And this is a team that they're up against who looked very impressive in the qualifier. They were actually on a 4-game winning streak coming out of their quarterfinal. That's just been ended by Vitality beating them in game 1. And let's see if Moist can get back on track in game 2. Haven't heard anything about timeouts here. Looks like we're about to get started with that second game. If the fist bumps and the leaning into the monitor is anything to go by.
That's just how you know that Rocket League is about to be seen on your screen, and there it is. Game number 2 underway. Rezi's gonna have a nice position off the kickoff, gets a challenge. First one to it is Oli, and Radosin put enough pressure on.
Yeah, great save by Radosin. It was a nice kickoff there by Moist. They neutralized Vitality's attempt to gain possession and create half a chance for themselves. Moist spreading out very wide at the moment. There's some Rezi over there in the far right. Joyo sitting back middle, so that could be something they try to repeat when they're on the ball. And fake aerial there from Zen. Actually gave a free shot to Alpha, I think it was. Didn't get it on target. Surprising to see, no doubt Zen called that immediately.
Someone's in the background. Rezi putting out 1, but they're struggling to get this past the midfield point. Now Rezi back in. Joyo off towards the backboard. Double commit from Vitality. They've missed it. Freedom Girls still continuing to look at the future and think, you know what, this is going to be our game real soon.
The meta's coming back around.
Somebody message Remco right now.
Yeah, the meta is actually perfect for Season 1, 2 Rocket League players. The backboard never looked more than open. More open than it has so far today. Karmine Corp and Vitality both struggling to read it. You know, that can sometimes be difficult to do on LAN in a new setting. It's a bit harder to have your bearings in those positions where you need to make a very precise read. You know, the more that's why a lot of players and a lot of teams keep it more simple on LAN. Try and play the game and play the ball in positions that are a bit easier to get a good result from.
Sen tried to find Oli's car. Quite over. Still the pass came in field. Rezzy's very low boost. Zen's avoided the demo yet again. Both teams trying to be as active as possible off the ball. But now Oli, he's got it on target. Not a bad try.
Yeah, great effort there by Oli, setting up himself for the surprise attack off the backboard. Vitality that time did have that angle shut down. Still, Moist look pretty good in this matchup. I do not dislike what I'm seeing from them. Yeah, like we continue to say, the problem is that Vitality also just look like themselves, and when Vitality show up and play anything like their usual level, nobody's found an answer yet. Radosin's pinch doesn't go too far, but Zen's all over it. So is Joyo, though, as he inserts himself into the play. First touch on point there for Rezzy. Can't get a 50-50 though. Zen's doubled it past him. What a result that is for Zen. Nearly resulting in a goal for Vitality. That was from defense to attack in the blink of an eye.
Not for the first time. Zen's had so much off the counter-attack. Still 0-0. It's the sort of match that we've seen Vitality play over and over again. First few games are usually pretty close, and then they start to just pull away. Moist Esports have to stay in this. They need to get this goal, and they need to keep the pressure on Team Vitality. This is the best chance. Rezzy, low challenge to Oli. Oh, did get bumped, but that actually might help him find the angles that he was after. Here goes Joyo and Rezzy. They've both gone for it. They've both missed it.
Yeah, they both, I think Joyo went up and then Rezzy said he was up, so Joyo went back down, but Rezzy, seeing Joyo up, also went back down. Here they come again, though. Here's Rezzy with a reset. It's a good one, but it's an in and out save from Alpha to block it. What a read by Alpha 54.
That's so much more power than I think anyone was expecting. Everyone except Alpha. Still got that. Here's Radosin. Chance goes for the outplay. Got Oli already up on the backboard, and yeah, there was just nothing left.
Yeah, Oli just had no boost there. He tried to jump onto his backboard, anticipating a double tap, but then he had no boost to get between the ball and the goal when Radosin just went straight for the net. Didn't need the double tap, just went for the simple air dribble. Oli just needed some help or needed some boost, and he had neither.
Oh, that's a great kickoff for Vitality.
A save.
Almost in for 2-0. Joyo now back in midfield. Oli. It's going to be difficult to get this any further. Rezzy trying to find Oli on the backboard, but again, Oli's on low boost. And the decision-making has been a little bit slow so far. Joyo actually can get this back down. And that's a great outplay as we get Radosin. Double save. 1-0 still remains the scoreline. They're still under pressure, but they have found some breathing room.
Another good chance for Moist, and this time it does work out. The air roll shot ended up being a fake for Oli to slam it in from point-blank range. So, you know, whether Rezzy meant to do that or not doesn't really matter because Oli's behind him, prepared for the miss. And this time they don't miss the point-blank range shot. I think the shot before that probably should have been scored, but it was a great pre-jump save by Radosin nonetheless. Vitality making Moist work for these goals.
So 1-1, Moist stay in it for now. Cannot afford to let themselves get caught out on offense. Caught on the counter-attack a few times now. Radosin. Low boost. Nice cut across from Oli. Some of what we saw in our previous game from KC. Just making sure that there's some pressure on the ball on the way back. I don't know, Radosin in a bit of an awkward spot. Oli back down. Nobody there for the pass. Moist do seem to struggle with a little bit of confidence when it comes to fully committing everybody. You can understand why. But it's going to be difficult to beat Vitality when you're not going for every chance you get. Nice save.
Yeah, that was scary. Zen found an opening at the top corner. Attacked the backboard at blistering pace. Moist not far off OT. In fact, not far off creating a clean chance in 0 seconds. Zen denying it though. It just looks so hard
bounce
to get the ball past. He's not going to get back to this, but Zen once again turning defense to attack so quickly.
He's always down that wall as well. Alpha's going to have some time. He's got the boost. He's got Radosin ahead of him. Instead, fakes out the first. Try to find the challenge on the second. In comes Zen. Go for the mega ankle redirect. And going to have the chance to do so. Great first touch there from Radosin.
Who needs air roll? Just powers through the ball. Just makes sure to hit it bang in the middle. And it's going to be Vitality who win this game if they can get another shot up. No save by Joyo. It's a Moist scramble. And hold on once again. Still Vitality coming forward. Alpha scoops the ball off a low reset. Keeping Moist defenders guessing. Moist still playing Vitality close. It's a very respectable performance. Can they turn it into actual wins on the pitch? This is a chance and a goal for Rezi to win it. The speed of the read needed to be fast because Vitality were up for it, but Rezi went between the defenders and beats both of them to the ball.
Yeah, you could see that this was a problem the moment that Zen was stuck on the goal line without any pace. Radosin tried to cover for him, was not quick enough. One each, and Moist Esports looking to make a series of this one.
Yeah, they look good. They look very good. And Rezi in particular, the player is really taking the next step in his Rocket League career in this series against the best team in the world, but looking good while doing it. Scoring the winning goal against Vitality to equalize the series. That's got to feel pretty good.
And it's got to be said, Vitality probably should have finished that off. 2 shots, went right down the middle. The only position that the goalkeeper was really able to cover, or that you're going to try and pre-jump to. They should have done more with those.
Yeah.
They should have been trying to shoot behind the keeper. Instead, they gave Moist an opportunity. Moist will be very happy to take it.
Yeah, like we said during the game, Vitality should be winning this. These are shots from point-blank range, and if they're placed well, only a ridiculous pre-jump is going to stop them. But like you said, they weren't placed well. Now, if Vitality did intend to shoot low on purpose, trying to catch Moist pre-jumping, then that's fair enough. But if you're just, shooting the ball low for no reason, that doesn't make too much sense. But what they'll know based on what they've seen in this game is that Moist are not panicking in defense. They're not pre-jumping for no reason. So if Vitality are going to outplay them, they're going to need to actually outplay them. Moist are not outplaying themselves.
Yeah, I mean, we only saw one actual misplay from Moist there, and that was
the
the
double commit. But yeah, they had the double commit, which they immediately, I think, bailed out of and continued attacking with. So, even that one they reacted pretty well to. They didn't start to collapse after the brief double commit. So I even may say that that's a positive almost, the fact that they were able to regain from that, continue attacking.
Well, Zen's going to have to deal with this, and he has done so. This one up, passes the ball onwards. That's the question of Moist Esports. What are you going to do to get the ball out your side of the field? Early challenge from Radosin. Would not expect anything else, but Oli has the passing option. Instead, want to go for the outplay. Maybe a little bit more could have been done because you did see the bump opportunity. Radosin, no boost.
That was big for Moist. The bump from Rezi was just a hair away from connecting with Radosin. It would have been, I think, at least a chance on net for Joyo, if not open. Joyo's finding outplays. This is a great thing to see for Moist fans, as Joyo is on. He is outplaying players with consistency, and this is what Joyo does. He is one of the best players on the planet at getting the ball past opponent A, and sometimes even opponent B.
He always at least forces a challenge at opponent B, so I'd give him 1.5 on almost every play he goes for. Zen actually just trying to commit backboard. Supporting come through. Droku found himself in a rough spot. Zen back pass now to Alpha. It's the pinch, and that's actually bounced so awkwardly. Oli called into action. He wasn't caught out. There's that challenge. Zen actually gets 2 over 1. These games are following a pattern here, Johnny. Both teams not wanting to give anything up for free.
Save.
No early goals from any of our games just yet.
Yeah, Vitality are starting to pressure Moist here. Moist have only got boosts on Oli at the moment, but that's the player on the ball. Goes for a reset in defense, which is a bit risky. 50-50 is always a safer option there, but he thought he had a chance to outplay Alpha. So he did not on this occasion. Rezi, infield past 1. We mentioned there briefly that Joy's one of the best players at getting the ball past 2. Unfortunately for them, Vitality have the best player at getting the ball past 2. That, of course, being Zen. He's waiting for Alpha to offload to him down the line here. Alpha with the bump. Oli will scramble back quickly enough to make sure that doesn't result in another Vitality goal.
Yeah, it seems like Vitality just didn't quite believe that play was really on. So proved the rest of his team wrong. Now Oli off the flick. Good stop. Joyo doesn't want to jump on in just yet. Been a reserved performance here from Moist Esports. They don't want to be caught out on offense. Rezi now takes the shot. Just wants to see if he can get everybody jumping. Oli off the wall. Down. 2 minutes left here in game number 3 to see who's going to take the lead in this series. It's been methodical between both these squads. Oli now up off the backboard. Zen does get to it, and he's also got it to Alpha.
Yeah, massive clear there by Zen, straight down the middle. Alpha had faith in that happening, of course, as you would. Oli goes the other way with just as much intensity. Moist trading blow for blow with Vitality, but here comes Zen in the air with the flip reset, blocked by Rezi, who actually takes control of the ball and offloads to Joyo. These are great plays by Moist as they continue to battle Vitality for aerial supremacy.
Now Rezi back down. There's nobody in blue over that way. It was only Vitality. Oli with Joyo up in support. Asks him just to leave it. Takes on another challenge. Oli's doing great with getting multiple players out, but it's all about who's next up to it, and it's usually Vitality. Oh, it's dangerous off the backboard. Oli's already up. He realized he wasn't going to get to it. Tried to get Alpha's car. Instead, Zen, awkward angle, went for the double, and even he couldn't pull that one off.
I think Rezi was delighted to see Zen go for the corner ball double tap there, because he was not in a safe position in net. He was not ready to attack an early air dribble or an early shot on target. Another good cut off there by Joyo, and Alpha might have lost control here. No, he regains it. Brilliant air roll touch to keep Vitality in control. Vitality have got Moist boxed in here, but Moist do have perfect boost management. They should be able to survive this position as long as they don't make any big mistakes. So far, that's something they're doing a great job of. Not a lot of outplays, but at the same time, not a lot of misplays right now. Oh, just I say that, there's one by Joyo as he does miss his touch, runs out of boost. He's got players behind him. Oli with the ball. Offload to Rezi. Massive shot. Saved by Zen.
Oli is playing fantastic at the moment. Every time he's had to do something, he's done it well. Now Joyo with Oli in support. He's cut across it. Next one up, it will be Rezi, who's so far back, so he's going to take control. Alpha has pre-jumped him about a year ago. Radosin away from Joyo. Oli, does he want to go midfield? No.
Radosin's got enough boost here to get a reset on the ball. You know what that means. He's going for it. Joyo just shut it down in time. Overtime, game 3. Moist and Vitality on the brink right now.
Who is going to get the outplay? Oli tries to, gets bumped for his troubles. Now Zen chases Rezi, the biggest challenge of his life. He's got it. Now he needs support. Oh! And Oli in and out, saves it, clears it. Now it's Moist's turn.
Yeah, maintains his momentum as well. Oli had no boost there, so he had to keep his momentum up. Zen's gone past, and it's in for Alpha. Well, that one came out of nowhere in such a sound defensive game. Vitality just kept on knocking, and eventually the misread comes through. It was Joyo there trying to read an awkward bounce on his own backboard. He couldn't do it. Zen could.
Just like that. And this has been what every team have had to deal with. You try your best, you're playing your best, and it's still not quite enough. Moist Esports with a brilliant defensive game, but eventually you're going to make a mistake.
Yeah, and it's not where Moist historically, or even in this event, have done their best work. They need to find a way to get the ball out of defense. These are not players who are comfortable defending for minutes upon a time. I think they did a really good job holding on in that game and playing very evenly, going back and forth with Vitality. But yeah, they can't get stuck in these positions for too long. I feel like out of these two teams, if one team is going to make a defensive mistake eventually, it's Moist who will make that mistake first. But you know, when you're talking about offensive ability, they're a triple threat team. Rezi with some very nice outplays in the air this game. Oli setting up Rezi for what was the best chance in regulation with a booming full volley from about the halfway line. And yeah, Joyo, we don't need to persuade you about his offensive repertoire. But yeah, they didn't get any kind of consistent pressure. Vitality are fully locked in now, and they are so difficult to pin back. They play so quickly. They follow up in each other's touches so quickly as well.
It does feel to me like Moist have almost themselves taken the infill pass off the table. 3 or 4 times they've tried for it. 3 or 4 times nobody's actually there ready for it. I don't know, even if you don't necessarily believe it's always on, you've got to go for it on occasion just to make Vitality believe that that might actually be available. If I'm Vitality and I see the potential for an infield, I'm fairly comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, Moist, definitely a solo play centric team right now. That's exactly what we're seeing here from Joyo. Zen is difficult to outplay in those positions. He shuts down Joyo again. Credit to Moist. They're continuing to just plow on with this game. I think overall they'll be very happy with how they've played, because they've made Vitality work for this. They've taken them to 2 consecutive overtimes, but they won't be happy with the result. These guys are incredibly competitive. They're out if they lose this series. They know that, so this is it. They need to win at least, well, 3 of the next 5 before Vitality can win 2.
Good chance here. Rezi goes ceiling. See, Moist is slowly trying to open up the skill gap. Not entirely sure one exists, but they are asking more and more of themselves. It's either going to be brilliant for them, it's just going to result in nothing plays. This now slightly awkward. Oli just clears the ball long. Did have potentially Joyo to aim for, but didn't want to take that risk. As he fakes out, what a play that is. And now it's Alpha's turn. It's all about next player up. Off the backboard. First one to it. Cut across was Oli, and now what can he set up? There's the infield. Rezi goes for it quick. Just nothing else beyond that.
Bump. It's a massive bump there to stop Joyo before he can get started on the aerial play. Joyo trying to follow up with one now. So many Vitality players in the way every time that Moist tried to get an aerial going. This is a comfort spot. I mean, there's nowhere in the pitch that Vitality aren't comfortable. This is, you know, right now the perfect team. The team nobody has found the solution to. They just seem to be strong in absolutely every area.
Play every single style of game. Alpha ceiling. Did run out of boost. Now it's Zen's turn. Like Zen's first touch for his outplays has actually let him down for the last 2 games. Seems to be making some weird decisions regarding where he wants to go. Alpha, on the other hand, he's crushed past everybody. And Joyo will take control.
It's another patient performance from Moist. Trying to make the most of their possession plays that they're getting, but now Zen's cleared out the backboard. Redosa doubles it in. You cannot survive, you cannot play this defensive style against Vitality. They do this to everyone. Oli and Joyo, they're both clattered off the back wall at the same time, and Redosa had an open double tap.
That was less of a Fennec and more of a snowplow, just removing Moist Esports, who are looking to try and bounce back early. First shot! Okay. Joyo with too much power.
This is not the first time we've seen this happen straight from the kickoff. Vitality are trying to get that ball to go back corner to Redosin, but Moist are blocking it. They're actually just killing that dead. So we're probably going to see Vitality steer away from intentionally losing the ball to that back corner. Moist seems like they've got a good counter to that. That's netting them free dribbling plays, at least, well, once a game, maybe twice a game at the moment.
And hey, with games that have been this tight, you won't be handing away those opportunities whatsoever, as he's actually on target. Rezi just paws the ball over to Oli. Again, I've been so impressed by in this series. Oh, and he's got it again! It's off the crossbar!
My goodness.
Next player up. Joyo does not want to jump into that. That was almost enough.
Cat-like reactions from Zen to deflect into the crossbar. Moist are really being forced to the limit here, but can they find the limit without crossing over on the wrong side of it? Alpha look to dunk the ball past Joyo. He can't do it, but Zen beats him to the punch. He's messed up his landing. That's a good bounce for Moist, though. They've got a bit of time, but it's just too nice of a shot from Alpha 54. And no one from Moist was able to close the distance here. Oh, they were both going back to goal there. Oli and Joyo both doing the same job. Nobody able to track that ball and close down the shot.
Yeah, Rezi unfortunately had an argument with the floor, and the floor won. 2-1 here. Off the kickoff yet again. Moist Esports ceiling play from Joyo. Very early red. Now over to Oli, and they've both missed it. Alpha at least takes control. Good fake out from Redosin. Almost got another one. But if you fake one, you got to go for another. Zen swiped him out. Oli doesn't get there in time. Radosinho, 3-1.
The double mind game and then the demo by Zen. Poor Joyo tried to dodge, but he was too late. And that just had to be a goal. Whenever you get 2 mind games in a row, you just have to score. We need to see it again. 3-1 Vitality. They're starting to run away with this. It might be 3-1 in games if things don't change the next minute.
Yeah, it's a similar formula for Vitality. They just get stronger and stronger as the series goes on. And they're usually winning the first part of the series anyway. Alpha, back pass. Zen a little bit to do. Zen just sees it as a slight challenge for a change.
I think there's been a call for mind games. We've seen a flurry of mind games from Vitality here.
They may be getting the feeling that Moist are trying to free jump them or something, just to take advantage of that.
Yeah, if they've called that Moist are going high on their challenges or trying to take blocking angles in their challenges, they could definitely have made a call to start faking more. But it could also just as easily be individual instances of players like Radosin, players like Zen, noticing that the angle that the challenging Moist player is coming from is just not going to lend itself to an easy block if the fake comes through. I mean, these are safe fakes. They're not going for fakes where, oh, hold on, that's almost a shot. Of course, Zen's there to save it. So, yeah, that's game over.
But that is game over.
Yeah, they're safe fakes. Even if the Moist player doesn't get faked, they're just hitting the ball into a 50-50 anyway. It's not like they're hitting the ball into a massive dunk that's going to go flying on target. Very good play there at the end by Vitality, just fully controlling the match. Moist did well to get their goal with a nice little counter kickoff strategy, but apart from that, it was just all Vitality in the midfield.
And for Moist, they'll be thinking what could have been. If only Zen wasn't that good on defense.
I bet every team's thinking about that right now. If only Zen didn't exist, that would be nice. We'd probably be winning more against this team.
A particular team in the grand final was maybe thinking that more than anyone else. Considering last season, up until Zen's arrival, was KC's to win.
Yeah, KC, BDS all looking pretty good, and then not when Zen's there for Vitality. It's the Zen version of Vitality that's just looked completely untouchable here. And full credit to Alpha 54, Radosin, and the organization for all stepping up and providing Zen with the best team possible. Because really they do look like the perfect team right now. Even when they're tested, they rise to the occasion. And Moist have done an okay job here at testing Vitality. Their solo plays have looked threatening. They've really been thinking about what to do with their kickoff strategies to get Vitality out of that free possession in the back corner idea every time. But how do you get this team completely out of their comfort zone? It continues to be a question that no one in the Rocket League scene has the answer to.
I think it's time to turn around to them and just go, okay, you're playing against Oxygen, you're 2 games down. Let's go and just do that. So let's see if we can maybe outclass. I mean, imagine if that is the playstyle that you go for. But I feel like if they go for another one where it is the methodical playstyle, you can't do, you can maybe get 1. I'm not going to put that out there. You're not going to get 3, not back to back.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not when Vitality are playing this comfortably. I mean, they just look like they're... They look like there's no pressure at all on them on stage right now. This is exactly what they were like when they won the Boston Major, when they won the World Championship. They're all laughs and smiles on stage. If Moist are going to take games off Vitality, we can think about the series later, but if they're going to take this game off Vitality, they've got to get into attack. They've got to be relentless. They've got to be unpredictable. Because I think Moist have got to just play their game, ignore what Vitality are doing. Trying to counter Vitality doesn't work. It hasn't worked for anyone. You're not going to be able to strat against this team beyond maybe the kickoff if you can read it. You need to just play your game, and Moist's game is offense. We saw it in the qualifier. When these guys get going, when they can become a triple threat in offense, they look like the real deal. But we haven't seen that for the past couple of games.
No, it has very much been individual outplays. And that's, when you say that one aloud and go, all right, you're going to individually outplay the world champion Team Vitality. Suddenly, it doesn't sound like the best idea I've ever had.
Already, we've seen a bit of a panic flip there by Moist. Again, they won out the kickoff possession with a nice fake, but Oli panic flipping gave the ball away to Radosin, who's got it again and air dribbles to the ceiling. He decides to delay his next touch on the ball a bit too long. Moist take the ball back, and now it's being fought for again in the right area for Vitality. Heavy pass down the middle, just out of reach there of Rezi.
All of this to go through to the flip and spin grand finals. Karmine Corp are waiting in that grand finals after their own very dominant display. Against Team BDS, Rezi takes control. Just hoping for him, he doesn't have any more issues in the reset. So that's a huge outplay. Radosin has it covered. Well, he wants to challenge, and that's why, because there's the chance. And Rezi will score it.
Okay, Moist up by 1. It was the air dribble middle by Oli. Big dunk to surprise the last defender. And it was Zen there, who just wasn't ready for a massive block there by Oli. Inside minute 1, Moist lead by 1.
Get that boost, but Oli's going to try and cook with 0 gas. We're back. Flip challenge from Rezi. Oli up. Does he have Rezi's support? No, Rezi was getting bumped, so maybe that was the best play there. Just get his team some time. There's a lot of time that he has bought here. Still on the ball. Now the pass down to Joyo. Good cut from Alpha. Always looking good in this one. Trying to take as much offense as they possibly can.
Nice bump there by Oli. That's going to bring in another chance. This well saved by Zen. Or does some of the follow-up clear. That was a great idea, though, by Moist. I don't think the initial plan after the rebound came through was to try and bump, but brilliant mid-air adaptation by Moist to keep Vitality guessing, create more chances for themselves to score. Safe 50-50 play by Moist as well. Not looking for those outplays when Vitality players are right in front of them. We saw what happened to Top Cougars when they tried to do that in their series against Vitality.
To the side. Oli, is he going to turn? Yes, he is, and he does have a decent amount of boost to play it. Josen's ability to hold that midfield, though, never anything that easy to get past. Oli goes low. Tried for the pinch shot. We've seen a lot of those attempted recently. That one, not one of the more successful ones. Now Redosin with the outpace. This is a huge chance here for Vitality. They've got Moist trying to scramble back, and Oli's just going to try and take the sting out of it, and there's another pinch shot attempt.
He's just trying to gain some distance here, trying to buy some time for himself to recover, for his teammates to recover. They are conceding possession with these pinch clears. Vitality are all behind the ball for most of these plays. And that means when you hit the ball past one of them, there's still 2 more to go. Gaining territory bit by bit here, Vitality. Still trailing by 1. But the chance is coming. There it is, in fact. Alpha maybe cut off Zen, but Zen's still going to find a way into the play from Alpha's back pass. The preset and the late shot blocked the goal line by Moist.
Good boost still for Moist Esports, so not in panic mode just yet. Well, now they might be. As Oli's actually going to bump his teammate off. Oh, dearie me. Moist Esports need to get themselves back under control soon. They've been stuck in this side of the field for so long now. And it doesn't seem like that's changing anytime soon. The only way Vitality are going to let them out of this is if the goal goes in. Alpha, ceiling, reset, beat to it by Oli. Now the boost totals have run low for Moist Esports. They need to get rid of it. Joyo provides.
A massive clear there by Joyo. That buys them so much time, but they have yet to grab boost. Joyo just picked up 100 at mid-right. It's going to give them a little bit longer on this clock for survival. It's pretty clear to see, though, that when the exchange becomes a midfield back and forth like that, Vitality are the team who are able to gain ground. They're able to start building a boost advantage. Now, how's Mouse reading the down bounce? It's not the fastest, but Alpha didn't play for it either. Inside the final minute now, for all of the pressure that Vitality have put on Moist, they've yet to score in Game 4.
It's been a great defensive performance, and that's off the post. In goes Oli. Has committed quite heavily as well. Rezi turns back around, keeps the pressure on. Best way to avoid being stuck in defense, but nobody's challenged. Alpha happy to take it. Zen, what a flip that was. Just took it away. Popping the ball up. Only for Redosin. Moist Esports are in danger.
My goodness.
Now off the bump. Zen up in the air. Takes it off the backboard, but Rezi's already met him.
Oh, the panic is definitely here for Moist. They're trying to hold on. Rezi's a little bit of boost.
The boost is almost all gone. Oli's the only one.
Oli just got the 100. Now he's going to cover the net, but the ball's over his head. The boost is not too useful in those positions, but Moist have scrambled clear. At least for now, is that on target? No, it's going to be into the ground. Moist just hold on. That was a scary, scary final 2 minutes.
Right,
but they've made it.
Do that 2 more times.
Well, you know, for all of their goal line defense, they did surprise Vitality in offense. They did what we're asking them to do. Oli it was who caught them off guard with an irritable dunk to set up an open net. And even late in the game there, Joyo nearly surprised him with a ridiculously tight angle double tap. So, they can do it. They can catch Vitality at position, but it's looking like an inevitability that Vitality eventually start to rack up goals. I'm terrified for Moist, if I'm being honest with you guys. Vitality's first match point hasn't worked, but they've still got 2 more.
Yeah, we've already seen the timeout burn, at least on Moist's side. I do believe Vitality's still got theirs. For Moist Esports, I mean, they just have to get that first goal because it does feel like Vitality have at least got some sort of download happening. On the other side, though, it's like Moist stylistically are playing very well. If they can somehow keep their cool and not go full panic mode in defense, and even then, full panic mode actually kind of worked. So maybe what we've learned from the pros today is if you're in defense, scream, flail, panic, just do whatever you've got to. Just Almost scare everyone up. Make yourself look big.
It's a great calm, actually, to drop if you're playing Rocket League with your friends. I'm panicking.
That'd be a great one.
Great calm, very useful to know. But here we go into Game 6. No time for panicking. We're right back into Rocket League. No timeout called there for Vitality. They think that they can get this done without one. They've had to really work for this. That was actually a clatter of a shot there from Berdosin. He might have had a clear shot to the top corner there. It would have been needed to be perfect for sure.
Oh, Zen off the reset. What the dunk as well. Again, Moist Esports holding strong somehow in defense. Now it seems like Vitality happens to try and go for the outplays. The boost is only on Rezi. So he's going to have to do something good here. And instead, everyone's getting bumped. Rezi's still on the goal line, held his nerve.
I think Alpha just tried to pitch the ball and he's just slammed his car into the sidewall there. Relatable. But, you know, again, Moist just trying to hold on in defense. This is where they've been for a lot of this series. Vitality dominating the boost battle. Anytime you look at the top right, it's just 3 full rows. And compared to Moist, who often have 1 or 2 players completely starved at the same time, the ball is just ricocheting off the Moist back wall over and over again. That's a key pickup at mid there from Rezi. Just, you know, these small margins, winning the race to these big boosts, that's how Moist can start to get control of this series.
Yeah, they just need a big boost pickup. They're not getting the ball to mount anywhere that they really wanted to. Although now they've got 3 players crowded around the ball, 2 players crowded around the ball. Zen off the backboards. Oh, yeah. He got it!
Yep.
Yes, he has!
Of course he does. Zen with the angle, the
Magical.
double tap into the bottom corner. I guess, you know, it's a good question, but why are we even asking if he has that? It's Rezi who got the last touch on it, but the job had been done by Zen. It's already across the line, unable to be saved. Zen opens the scoring for Vitality, and now Moist are in big, big trouble.
1-0. Vitality have looked like the better squad. Now off the backboard. Moist Esports cannot allow this to get out of control. So many teams drop at this moment. The thing as well is that Vitality got through the kickoff without conceding any possession. In the neutral game, they have been the better team by quite some margin. Zen off the challenge. Trying to leave it. Corner 100 is still available, and Radosi will pick it up. 3 minutes.
Oh, this fake by Radosi got shut down. Rezi maybe rushing the center ball a bit. He just ends up clearing it to the far side. Moist are going to be harder to fake now than earlier in the series, where Vitality were having success with it. But, you know, once you've had success with mind games, the opponents are going to adjust to it. So Vitality really do have to be careful if they are going to try and fake out Moist in these dribbling positions.
Hello, Alpha and Ken. I don't think I've seen Alpha lose any of those positions just yet. Off the backboard, Zen drops it.
Oh my goodness.
And he's dropped onto the hood of Oli, actually, who might be quite happy with what he just saw. Now goes for the flick. Again, I feel like Oli's just sort of rushing these offense plays. Backboard, Zen, has he? Well, there's no point asking the question.
Goodness. He can shoot that ball anywhere he wants. It doesn't matter what corner of the goal you cover. He could put it in another one. Joyo's got top right. No problem. Let's go bottom right. If he wanted to, he could have shot that anywhere in the goal, I swear. This guy has ridiculous control, and he continues to amaze every single time he plays. It's 2-0 Vitality. Moist have to pull something out of the bag right now, or this is going to be the end of their tournament. That could be it, though. Oli with a free shot. He's hit the post.
Wow. That might have been it there for Moist Esports. Rezi off the backboard. They're trying to get anything going. There's the opportunity, and it's in!
So there is one more response for Moist Esports. Rezi with the flip reset pass. Joyo trusted it. He made sure to put that shot nowhere near Zen. Just into the top corner it goes. A long time left in the game. And this would be a big swing of momentum, and Moist can come back here.
Again, kickoff somewhat good here for Vitality. Oli's now got control. Are we going to see the best of Moist now that they've got a full go for it? Pass to Rezi. He would have liked that to be on him. Rather than slightly behind. Now the pass to Alpha off the backboard. It's the go-to. And they've gone up by 2.
They just show them how it's done, whereas Moist shoot one time too early. Alpha goes backboard and then shoots once it's so much harder to defend. Lovely infield there as well by Renosin to bring Alpha into the play, and the first touch from Alpha made it impossible for the defender.
Team Vitality are double tap merchants right now. This is the play to go for. It is working every time, and when you're as skilled as they are, you might as well just go for it. Oli now in the low challenge. They need an early goal. Pass. Oli's on that far side. He's gone low boost. They went for it.
Okay.
And they're still in this one.
Rezi did just enough here to keep the defender at bay. He's threatening the reset, so Alpha doesn't want to dive and get outplayed by that flip reset, but by waiting back, he leaves himself susceptible to Oli's immediate ground shot. What's more, Moist have a response, 1 goal difference, but can they close the gap?
Oh, they've lost it back corner, which is great for them. Rezi goes ceiling. He's got the reset. He's got Oli.
Whoa.
Oh, they almost found each other.
Oli moved the backboard just a car width away from where Vitality expected it to be. There is no follow-up for Moist just yet. They've still got Vitality in a bit of an awkward position. Mind game lands, 50-50 win. Oli on the wrong side.
Yeah, I didn't know if Oli was cutting in just yet. Now Joyo wants to try and go for the outplay. It's not on for him. Oli's on no boost. Steals the 100 the back corner. But is he going to be able to see this side of the field yet again? Alpha cuts across. He's got the brace. And he's got grand finals for Vitality.
Just too much power on the shot. Rezi did not think Alpha was going to shoot this first time. That's exactly what he does. And Rezi defending the back wall a bit more than he was defending the goal there. He was thinking Alpha's going to take one more touch and preparing for the interception. What a shot from Alpha 54. Simple compared to his other goal that he scored this game, but just as effective. And it's going to be 5. Double tap middle for Zen's hat trick. Vitality up by 3. And they are now guaranteed, or as good as guaranteed, that grand final spot against KC.
Karmine Corp, Team Vitality. I feel like that would be what most people were pretty much predicting coming into this event. Still, it is going to be so much fun to watch. And, all right, I want you to name that kickoff for me.
Vitality, you're really mixing it up here. I'm surprised that they've thrown that one out here. I guess it's an attempt at not conceding. You know, they've double faked it, so there's no 50-50 if you double fake, and then you've also got a goalkeeper, so immediate goal is, or an immediate shot's not going to go in either. They've knocked off enough time off the clock to essentially guarantee the win with that. So smart play again by Vitality, but I'm pretty sure they could have made any play there and it would have been more than fine. Anything but a direct goal off this kickoff, and they're good. So
yeah, don't
Vitality
triple fake this kickoff.
As long as they have a goalkeeper and they don't 50-50 the ball, they should be fine. Okay, they 50-50'd it. But Rezi's going to get closed down. Vitality left players in defense just to make absolutely sure. And that's game. Vitality advance to the grand final.
We will see them very, very soon. For Moist Esports, though, I mean, right now they will be unhappy and dissatisfied, but
not bad.
That was one of the better attempts we've seen against Vitality.
And especially for a new team. This is a new roster for Moist. They've retained Joyo. Now they're building a team around him that looks to be very competitive, and especially impressive to see Rezi slotting into a lobby like this against the world champions in what is his debut LAN of anything of this scale. So yeah, great stuff.
So they just look at that trophy and just go, yeah, we'll have another.
They probably...
That one actually looks quite tall. We saw the trophy case yesterday. That might be... I don't know. They need to maybe move the shelving a little bit.
I mean, Vitality, it's inevitable they're going to need to expand the trophy cabinet if they keep going the way they're going. But yeah, they almost picked that one up just out of sheer muscle memory. You're so used to picking up trophies. Zen, as he's walking past, just realizes his hands are going to reach for the trophy. He's like, oh wait, no, stop that. We haven't won yet.
I mean, we would call it a trophy cabinet. For Vitality, the rate this team's going, they'll call it a warehouse. It's pretty soon.
Vault.
Yes, they just start putting like the trophies with like a lorry or something, or a I forgot what it's called. It's
a
forklift. There we go. There we are. The forklift. We got there eventually.
We've got an interview coming up for you guys. We're going to get some English questions at the start of this one that we can listen to, and then Shogun and I will...
Alpha, what made the difference for you between Moist and Vitality right now?
I think they played pretty well as well, but we played better. Like the rotation was better for us, and I think we just played better overall.
Effectivement, ils ont mieux joué, hein, tout simplement. Les rotations étaient meilleures. On va passer justement aux Français. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui sont là, de la famille d'un petit peu tout le monde. Qu'est-ce que ça fait de jouer avec sa famille comparé à des fois où voilà, tu es soit chez toi, soit en LAN, ou tu es loin d'eux justement?
En vrai, quand je suis en LAN, souvent ils viennent, pas tout le temps, mais ils sont souvent venus. Mais c'est sûr que ça fait plaisir déjà d'avoir le public avec nous, pas comme d'habitude. Et ouais, juste c'est cool en général. Merci tout le monde.
Yeah, thanking the crowd there.
Alors
Like
justement, on va
asking
en
Alpha
parler
about
du public.
what it's like to
C'est
play in
la
front of the
première
French
fois que
crowd.
tu joues à Paris, la première fois que tu joues avec autant de monde à Paris. Qu'est-ce que ça fait d'avoir le public de Vitality en face de toi, à la maison, justement, quand tu joues, justement? Il y a une petite différence ou pas?
Ah oui, c'est sûr, forcément. Ça fait grave plaisir qu'il y ait tout le monde. Merci à tout le monde. Et ouais, juste c'est un kiff d'être ici. Donc je suis vraiment grave heureux.
And another thanks from Alpha there
Merci beaucoup Alpha,
for the
je vais te laisser
support.
voilà,
in their first
te
time
préparer
playing in
pour ta
Paris.
finale, hein, finalement, face à la Karmine Corp. Nous, on va faire une petite pause et après on revient pour la grande
And
finale.
yeah, we're done with the interview there. Sorry, I said 2 questions. It was 1 question in English, but yeah, we did get a couple of questions there in French as well for all of you French listeners. One in chat if you're a French listener on the English stream. You absolutely mad
You
lads.
are aware you have your own.
Yeah, they
stream,
do have.
right?
There is a French stream. Yeah, they're welcome here, Shogun. They are
They are
more than
welcome.
welcome here.
They are welcome.
They're plenty feeling welcome. Look at all. See,
Okay.
welcome. And yeah, as someone
I
who's
don't know what the 0 was supposed to be about. We didn't ask for a 0 or a 2.
yeah, we're having a good time here. I'm in Paris, I think, for the 6th or 7th time. Gregan, I think 10 times. Shogun, a second time.
Second,
now,
I'm racking it up
2
real quick.
weeks in a row. You can't get enough of it. But that's the semi-final action done now. Vitality just straight away to the backstage to prepare for the grand final. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back very soon with your grand final for the Flip and Spin event at Paris Games Week. You're not gonna want to miss this one. It's Karmine Corp against Vitality.